Good morning. Carol Martine again in her studio. It's a lovely sunny Saturday morning in Jacksonville, Florida. It's struggling to get to 50 degrees, but it is quite sunny. And so my room, or should I say, excuse me, my little studio is full of bright sun. And I thought I would take this time to get back to just for me. This morning, I'm going to be doing 3 sketches of 3 different subjects, which will make up the next 3 videos. I noticed that the sketching and watercoloring on the last video made for a very long video, and I know that your time is precious, so I thought that I would take time to put 3 sketches in this journal, and then we could work along without taking that time. I'm going to give you, I hope, a little bit extra time and close-up of each of my sketches so that though you might not have the same subject picture, you might be able to put your video on pause, and if you'd like, you could copy my sketch on your paper, and then we could work together. Well, at least that's my plan. I hope it works out. I've picked three images. The first one that we're going to be doing today are 3 orchids, and we're going to be working on them in landscape mode. So here is my image. I have cropped it with my homemade viewfinder, which is really, as you know, just a piece of watercolor paper that I have cut my image viewfinder from. Now, the sketch in our book is not going to be as small as what we see here, but this helps me to focus in and see what I'm going to be working on. So let's begin getting this taped in place. This blue low-tack tape works a treat. Well, I've moved that just a smidge, but I'm not going to worry about that. Alrighty. So, here is our subject. And now our tools, just an eraser, and my Graph Gear 500 0.7 pencil, pair of scissors, and my mopping brush. This is a wonderful contraption for getting off our pieces of eraser without putting our hands and hand oil onto the piece. Here is my first one, second one, the fish, our first, and this is where we're going to put our second, and we're going to hold our book in landscape position. And we will begin. Let me see how I can work this so that you'll get an optimal view of the process. Oops. I think that might work. Nope, a little bit more. All righty. Now, this right here I think would be about the center. So I'm going to plop a guidance dot right there, and off we go. The first piece that I'm going to be working on will be the center of the main orchid. Alrighty, let's drop that down, come around. All right, now, this has a rather pretty curled area. I'm going to press just a little bit harder this time than I usually would with my drawing so that you'll have a better view. Now, I'm going to do this folded petal. Next, and I'm going to imagine that we see something down here, and then I'm going to come up to these two, and out this way, and then we have this pair. And this one. Alrighty, now let's go up to this center again and just put a suggestion of where those darker colors will fall as a slight guideline, and down into there. Let's consider this one now. This one seems to overlap, so we're going to bring this one over here and this one up here and kind of down, but I don't believe that that's supposed to be so sharp. And then we have this one, and we have another one of these pretty orchid centers, which I will quickly include in here. And looks like this comes down to about here. So that takes care of our sketch of the main and top orchids. Let's go over now to this one on the side. This one is coming out and going up and coming down someplace into that area. Oh, and this center section seems to be protruding in a way that makes it separate. How interesting. And this would be in about the center. And we'll drop down here and come out with this pretty one. bit of one over here. And here. And now this one. What an interesting way that's presenting itself. I think we'll take care of this first. This one seems to be separated and have a protrusion here, and that one comes into here, and this one we'll bring out into imaginary space and bring it down under here. That's a little close. And since this is our orchid, we want to make things a little bit easier for our painting lesson or painting self-taught experience. And one that comes down here and folds up and comes in, and another underpinning right in that section. Now, this, the lining that we see here and here, seems to come in this way. And then, oh, isn't this going to be fun? We're going to have to use our fine liner to get some of these marks in. But won't it be fun? I think we'll stop. Alrighty. Let's call that our sketch of orchids. Now I'm going to come way in so that those of you who might want to do this with me the next time will be able to pause this and work from there. Alrighty now. There, and out we go. Right, our next subject that I have chosen is hydrangea blossoms. And why, you say to yourself, did you choose hydrangea blossoms? Well, I didn't choose the hydrangea blossoms so much for the fact that they are hydrangea blossoms or that they're blue, but I wanted to practice dark negative spaces and how to achieve the varieties of one color, the shades that produce these gradations in the blue. I picked this as my area for our subject because I was able to get a large flower, a smaller background one, part of this upper flower, and then the dark areas. I thought for a while that I might want to do that one, but although we get this major flower, this doesn't say anything to me other than, oh, token leaves. Didn't like that. So, let's get started on our second sketch. And here again, there is absolutely no reason why your flowers have to be blue. It can be any color that you want your hydrangea to be. So, on to the next one. Going to come out a little bit. Maybe after 100 times I'll know which is in focus and which is back out. It's incredible. I can be so thick about things. Alrighty. This area right here looks to be about the center. So, there it is. And we'll work from there. First one I'm going to do, first petal I think I'm going to do is this one. And I think it stops here. No, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I think this is... No, no, no. I think this is 2, this is 1, and this is 1. So, let's get our center on there. Let's come down. And over. Now we'll put this one on. And it's very close here. So, now this one comes over a little bit, over a little bit, and it looks like it comes straight up and folds into here. And then we have that fold over at the tip, so let's just put that in right there. Alrighty. It's our... Yes. I think... Okay, let's get this one on now. And that will take care of and another seaming fold over that I'm going to sketch onto here just to give myself a guideline. And now let's do this bottom one. I think I'm going to include, this will be nice practice for dark with a strip of light. So, let's go here, and our light strip here, and then nothing. Maybe not. Maybe we want to give it a little softness down there. We're not sure yet. Alrighty, now this one's forward, this one's further back. This is the tip here. So we'll put our center about here, and you'll notice this one seems to want to act as though it's divided into 2, so we'll do it. Why not? Alrighty. This goes up into here. That's this line. This one comes down into here. This comes down into here. Now we have this. What is this actually doing? Okay, let's come over here Leave our lozenge of darkness right there. And let's get back up to this one, because that one is from that flower, but this, and no, maybe not. No, this leaf is from this one, and this petal is from this one, and it's coming down under here. So this might only be coming up a small distance, and then that one comes, whoa. Well, that's what it looks like. Let's get in a little bit closer. Whoa, I did it. You'll notice this area, a little confusing. But I put my line in there, and I'll leave my confusion here, and we'll deal with that when we have a paintbrush in hand. And now up here, almost on the line with the top over here, almost with a line up over here. Let's, no. Get carried away. Okay, let's try that one again. We have to give ourselves this triangle of negative space along with this triangle of negative space. We have two of them to get in here, plus this area up here. So, and here, that's this one. And now over here we have that one and that one, and there's our two little areas of negative space, and this one up here, and one more behind it. Isn't that one going to be delish? Okay, we have just declared hydrangeas. All right. Here is your paint-along possibility. Let's go to the next one. And last but not least, this one. Now, negative space back here. Why did I choose this? I was thinking of this, but it somehow struck me as a picture about background more than a picture about subject. I was down here for a while, and that would have been my second choice. Ooh. Maybe I just changed my mind. Let's look. Maybe I changed my mind. See, on this one, we got a large flower, two major parts of the main one, and negative space. Now, I am categorically telling you that I'm going to change these colors. I just am going to change these colors. You might not. I'm going to. Okay, let's compare this possibility. Got it? With this one. Now, in order for this to tell us that it is a flower, I think we would have to be up there. Although I like it, this, if I come down here, it doesn't say flower too clearly. You've got this glob at the top, and compositional-wise, it just doesn't talk to me. Let me look at this one again. Yes. Okay. Sometimes first choices are good choices. Alrighty. Alright, here we are. Twice without having to redo. How nice. Righty. Alrighty, now I don't know why I have my markers for dividing the sides into thirds, but I'm one for finding the middle in my mind and finding the middle here. I don't know. It just works for me. You might not need to do that. Okay, let me put my marker there so I can see it. Alrighty. Well, this one is not going to be too difficult to draw at all. Well, that's nice. Alrighty, let's see. We have this dent in this area. And this area. And coming up and down and there. We'll declare that our flower. Our center looks like it's halfway, looks like it's about here, and our flower center. And of course, certain suggestions of petals, and only suggestions. This is very expressive. Very expressive. And something in here. And maybe something in here. This, let's put this one in next. Let's put this one in next. that could be a leaf. I think it might really be a leaf. Let's look at that one. Let us look at this one. Do you see this here? I think we're going to, oh, this is going to be fun to do. Yes, we're going to say leaf. We are going to say leaf. Alrighty, this isn't going to work unless we move this little one in a bit. Let's say leaf. Alrighty. Okay. This. Now, down here, I'm going to just leave suggestions of areas of color, since I'm not sure what our negative space is all about, but we're going to have fun making it something, aren't we? This could be part of a leaf. This maybe part of another flower, like this big one. It's going to give us our areas. It's going to give us our leaf. Whoops. It's going to give us our dark up here, our darkness in here, the colors here, the lighter darkness in here, maybe this area could be a suggestion of another leaf, couldn't it? Let's have that in. Yes, yes, yes. Let's make that into a leaf coming from this way. Yes. Mission accomplished. Alrighty. So, here we have our 3 of our next Just For Me projects. This one, much fun, much expressive freedom. I'm changing colors, that's up to you. This one, a lot of practice in negative areas and using really one color to achieve a job, and probably a lot of very fine line work on that one. And our orchids, yellow, hard color to make work, but we're going to try. We're not guaranteed to succeed, but we're certainly going to give it a good try. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this attempt on my part to take time to do sketching separately so that you do not have to spend quite that much time watching our video. There are our orchids, our hydrangea florets, and our expressive watercolor of probably dahlias. So, if you have enjoyed watching this, and I do hope that you will join me as I work on each one of these pieces, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with a friend, and I would so appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. See you soon. We'll be working on this one. Bye now.